So look, I get it. Building and selling a digital product can seem really, really confusing when you weren't born and raised to do this kind of stuff. I totally get it. I've just created my 8th 7-figure online digital product business. So my 8th project that went over 7 figures. Now, after 5, I didn't really have a game plan, but 6, 7, and 8 have all followed the same 6 steps. And I'm gonna give you those 6 steps right now in this video. So please do me a favor, if you like it, double tap this and maybe give me a follow. All right, now I've got less than 3 minutes to give you guys all this information, so bear with me if I go relatively quickly, but if you want the full story, just hit the link in my bio. I will teach you all of this in full depth. Now, the very first thing that you're gonna wanna do to get a successful, high-earning digital product is figure out what you're gonna create. There is a 5-step process that I teach that helps you figure out what you're actually gonna create. This doesn't have to be rocket science. This is just anything that you can make that can help other people. Right now, I am working on a hip flexor product where it basically just helps anybody who has back or knee pain, helps them loosen up their hip flexors so that they can get rid of their back and knee pain. It's not rocket science. The second thing that you're gonna wanna do is get super clear on who you're going to sell to. You notice in my hip flexor example, I mentioned that I was gonna be selling to anybody who has back and knee pain. Well, typically, that's anybody who sits in a chair all day like I do. I know that this is a problem that people suffer from. So I just wanna get crystal clear on who I'm gonna sell to so that everything I do from this part on, I know exactly how to speak to that person. Now, the third thing you're gonna wanna do is build your automated pitch process. Most people talk about this, but you're gonna need a funnel, you're gonna need a sales page. A lot goes into that, but it's actually really easy to learn. Thankfully, AI can do most of the heavy lifting now. The fourth thing is getting to your first 50 sales. It doesn't really do you a whole lot of good to have a great product and offer if you don't have a way to get people to pay attention. There are 3 ways to get traffic: ads, which costs money, content, which costs time, and referrals, which really only happen after one of the first 2, so I can help you choose the right one for you based on our program. The 5th step is what we call optimization. Your first 50 sales are gonna show you what's wrong with your offer. It's not gonna be perfect. So this is where we actually fix anything that we can so that we can get to stage 6, which is scaling, and we scale in 3 ways. We scale our ad spend, we scale our content, we scale our team. Basically, all 3 of those little things are gonna help us scale to 5, 6, 7 figures so that we can actually run a great business that allows us to work from home like I do in these little spare bedrooms. Or maybe you wanna work from the road and you wanna go travel for a little while, or you just wanna have, more control over what you've got going on. Regardless of your reason, if you want a full in-depth analysis on exactly how to put all of the steps in place that I just mentioned, hit the link in my bio or hit the link where you see it right now. I'll send you all the information and especially all of the AI prompts that I use right now to make all of this easy. Trust me, this is easier than you think, and you just gotta go step by step.